What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, Chilling with Londa. If this y'all first time here, honey, everything counts. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't be a silent watcher. Like my video and, of course, hype me up. That's going to help your girl grow. And leave any comment down below in the comment section because that's how we talk around here. Communicate. If you already a part of the channel, y'all know what time it is. It's time for another story time. Yep. But let me tell y'all, I barely made it here tonight because for the past 2 hours, my eyes have been red and itchy. My throat has clamped up a little bit, and sorry if it's a little scratchy. I have been babysitting, taking care of my mom's dog for the past 2 or 3 days, and anybody who knows me know that I am highly allergic to cats and dogs. Y'all have a little gist of what's going on in my life. It's a lot. And I'm just doing my part as a daughter, making sure Queenie is okay. You know what I'm saying? I would put her little butt on camera, but I'll just put a picture up later. She's a little too crazy. I don't want to sit here and do a lot of rambling. Let's get into the story time. So this story gonna be about my homegirl Cherry dishing out something she could not take. She could not take in return. She just couldn't take it, y'all. She was devastated. Anyways, Cherry was a good friend of mine. I've known her since middle school, and the reason why I've named her Cherry is because she always wore this red hair, whether it was bright red. Sometimes she would go dark and go burgundy, but red was her thing, all the way from middle school through high school until we were young adults. So that's why I'm gonna name my girl Cherry. Now during this time, we didn't have much going on in life. She was with her baby daddy. She had 3 children at this point. It was complicated. It was very, very complicated. We would sit on the phone for hours. I couldn't get a word in. She would just vent to me about it was just toxic. It was a toxic entanglement between them two. It's like they wanted to be together, but they didn't want to be together. But I don't know. It was very toxic, and I would hear a lot of it because she would call me, and we would sit on the phone for hours and talk about this. So eventually, things between her and her baby daddy started getting a little strained, So they started not spending a lot of time around each other. So one day she would call me, Cherry called me, and she was like, "Girl, what you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." One thing I love to do back then, I still do it today, is ride the city. I will get in my car, whether it's by myself, a friend, or my man, and I would ride. I would just pull up the different areas where the water at and just enjoy the scenery. I just like to ride, and I did the same back then. So Cherry knew that. That was my girl. She was like, "You want to ride?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I get dressed and I open the door and I see an unfamiliar car. It's a black Impala. So I'm a little hesitant. I'm like, "Who is this?" I walk to the car. She rolls the car window down. I'm like, "Girl, I'm looking at her like, who in the hell is this?" So she was like, "Oh, this is my boo. He's he's driving the car." I mean, if that's your friend, if your friend, he's a friend of mine. If you feel safe with him, I guess I feel okay riding too. So I get in the car. Let me just say, he was a YN. He was a scammer. Yeah, he's a Haitian from Miami. Those who know, y'all know, he was a Haitian scamming YN. Yes, he looked just like it. He had on a Gucci belt, Burberry shoes, probably Versace cologne. So tacky. Tacky. Just let me move on. "How you doing, Mr. Boo?" He say hi to me. So we riding, y'all. We riding the city. We getting a bottle. We relaxing. And, throughout the day, she's texting me Cherry. I wonder what her baby daddy's doing. Like, she's like questioning what he's doing because he haven't really texted her, called her. We've been on the road with her boo thing for hours. She's not hearing nothing from her baby daddy. But last time me and her talked, she don't care about the baby daddy, right? They is breaking up. It is a toxic entanglement, right? So I just couldn't figure out why she kept worrying about her baby daddy. So we end up at this park. Those of you who are from Miami, y'all will know what I'm talking about. So we go to Carol City Park. This huge park in the middle of the community is behind the high school. Many people like to go there, whether it's to work out, we just pull out there to chill, drink, or whatever. That was our spot. So me, Cherry, Boo, we at this park and we're out there. We just chilling. We got our little bottles. We got our little music playing on the speakers. That's what we did. The little YN had money, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. He was real cool too. Because Cherry was cool with me, he treated me very good as well. And he would take us a lot of places. We went to mini golf. He took us to this action park place, and it was so fun. They were so in love, by the way. We did go-karts. We were in an escape room, and I was by myself. They left me because when I looked to the corner, they kissing. I looked to the left. They rubbing on each other. I looked to the right. They just was glued to each other. Cherry and her boo was just becoming in love in my eyes, you know. But the YN would take us all kind, including me. He would pay for me. We go all kind of places. So I'm thinking in my head, Cherry is like, okay, she's finally getting over the situation with her baby daddy, you know. Things is starting to look up, you know. She's starting to like text me less about him, starting to like complain less about him. Things were just really looking up, and I was excited. Plus, the YN was fun, and he treated me nice, like I said. So I didn't mind hanging out with them at all. But I did notice that Cherry was like falling in love with him pretty hard, you know. A lot of times that we were like with her boo, this girl would like, for example, we would be like, we was at a red light one time, and I'm always in the back seat because you know I'm a third wheel in a situation with them. She would, okay, like one time we were at a red light, and this girl hopped out, and she told him she told her boo, she was like, pop the trunk, pop the trunk. She hopped out at the red light. She went to the trunk area. Tell me why I can hear her on the phone with her baby daddy. Yes, this girl, this girl made her boo stop the car at a red light because I guess her baby daddy was calling, or maybe she was calling him, and he finally picked up. And she didn't have no time to waste. She faked like she was going inside of the trunk, y'all, but she really went to the back to pick up that phone, or she really went to the back to call her baby daddy at the red light. I can really hear her in the back, like, what you doing? Like, why you wasn't answering the phone? I've been calling. Like, that kind of energy. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, Cherry. Cherry was just playing both fields. She was with her boo, in love with the YN, but she also was staying with her baby dad. She was staying with her baby daddy, and it was complicated. Now this day, Cherry was a little disappointed. She was a little depressed because her boo, the YN, the scammer, I want to just say that he was doing his own thing. I ain't gonna cap y'all. Sometimes he would like be all into her. A lot of times she would have to chase him, just how she would do her baby daddy. So this day, Cherry was very depressed. We was on the phone for like 2 hours talking about her baby daddy. She think he's cheating on her. I'm like, yeah, girl, I think he's cheating on you because of the things they was going through. She's telling me she finna pack up and leave. I'm like, yeah, girl, whatever. Eventually her boo thing calls her back, and she's all in love again. Like her whole mood changed. She all of a sudden she don't want to talk on the phone anymore, and I let her do her thing, you know. So she's sending me texts, and she's like, oh, we here, we there, we at this restaurant, like, do you want to hang out? I was like, no, I got tired of being the third wheel. So I'm like, you know, this day you can hang out with your boo, and I'm gonna just stay at the house. So she's like, okay. Some hours go by, I'm at the house bored, y'all. So she called me. Cherry was like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. So she was like, I just, you know, I left my boo. I'm free now. Let's hang out. So I had my car. So I'm like, okay, you don't have to come over here. I'll come to you. So once I got dressed, y'all, I pulled up on Cherry. And so we hit the liquor store and we got a little bottle. Now we pull up to this park, the Carol City Park. Those of y'all who's familiar with Miami will know what I'm talking about. Like, I want to reiterate how like the neighborhood utilized this park. A lot of people pull up to this park to just sit in their car and smoke. A lot of couples going there to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? People that's homeless park out there to sleep in their vehicles. This park is very popular in the neighborhood. So it wasn't unusual for us to be parked out there to just waste time. It was not unusual. We have done it many times with her boo. We have like done it many times together. I have been out there by myself. It was not unusual to hang out at this park, is what I'm trying to say, y'all. Now, she was so in love with her boo. When she hooked up with me, she could not stop talking about this YN scammer. She was so in love with him. And she was telling me how, girl, they done did it in the bathroom at the restaurant. And they just, I don't want to hear your details, girl, but she was in love. Cherry was in love with the YN, y'all. She was in love with the YN. At the same time, she was heartbroken and in love with her baby daddy. A very toxic entanglement, if you ask me. I would think that's very toxic, you know? So we got our bottle and I back in, you know, well, let me go back a little bit. So we pulling up to the park. It's about to be dark outside. It's a little bit of light outside, but it's about to be dark. I pull in the park. I had to circle the parking lot maybe twice because it was a lot of cars out there. I'm talking about everybody was out there hanging in the park in their car, whether they parked it and got out or they were just hanging in. It was a lot of people, so I had to circle maybe twice. And when I finally found the spot, I was in front of the playground, y'all. So like I said, I back in. I back in. I have my headlights on. Where we pouring our own cups, and then we started getting ready to roll up, a little stuff or whatever to hang out and just vibe. Now the whole time she's talking about how much she's in love with her little YN, but in the same breath she's heartbroken about her baby daddy and how she, thinking about how he's cheating on her. I'm like, Cherry, why do you care so much? If y'all supposed to be done, girl, you supposed to be packing your stuff up and you supposed to be hitting the road. Why do you care so much that your baby daddy's out here in these streets with these scallywags, right? So I'm trying to be the voice of reason like I'm always is. But she's like, that's my baby daddy. We got kids together and I get it. So why you so in love with this YN right here? You know what I'm saying? I'm confusion. She's confusing me. I'm just there. I'm just here to be the friend, to listen, I'm just there. Y'all, once we finish doing pouring our little cups or whatever doing what we doing, I turn my headlights off. And you know when you turn your headlights off, you can see clearly of what's in front of you, right? It was a black Tahoe. I don't know if it was a black Tahoe or a black van. I don't really recall. I just know it had like silver trimming on it. And they were just parked there for a while. Their music was very loud and their windows was like rolled up and the tents was very dark. So immediately me and Cherry, we just start, we pull our seat back and we start spectating. So I'm like, ooh, girl, maybe they end up doing something. You know what I'm saying? They windows are rolled up, the music loud. She was like, nah, they end up smoking or something like that. So it's like another car next to that car, and they windows was rolled up. I'm like, it's a freak night. Everybody out here doing their thing in their cars, right? So Cherry like, yeah, it was like a truck waiting on the other end of the parking lot. Now it was some white dudes in this truck, and they had the truck bed. They had it let down, and they had like beers and stuff, kind of like a tailgating. So we over there like commenting on what they doing. We like, girl, you see them over there? They vibing. They doing this. We just me and Cherry sitting in the car, just analyzing the scene at the park and just putting funny scenarios on everybody's car, pretty much, right? So some time go by. Eventually, that truck or that van that was parked in front of me, they cut their engine or they turned their headlights off because I could see clearly now. I don't remember it was a van or a truck, but it was black, right? So they cut the music down, and so me and Cherry like, oh, maybe they finna leave, maybe they done or whatever. Some time is going by. We still laughing at everybody. Now the van that was next to us, honey, they was knocking boots. That's embarrassing. It's one thing to be doing it at the park, but it's another thing to be just loud all outdoors with no kind of sensory. Girl, they was knocking boots in that van. So me and Cherry is just we kiki ha ha. We laughing at we vibing. So some time go by, and we see this car pulls in. Now the car, when he's pulling in, he comes, like I said, a truck was parked in front of us. So when he pulls in, he's slow rolling in front of my car, and it caught Cherry attention. So she was like, "That looked like my baby daddy car." Now y'all, my boyfriend had this car. Okay, my boyfriend have this car, and this is a recent kind of story time. You feel me? My boyfriend have this kind of car. It's a Nissan. It's a Nissan Maxima. You feel what I'm saying? That he had an older year, but it's a popular car. Everybody have freaking Nissans. You know what I'm saying? I have a Nissan. So when he came in the parking lot and came like slow rolling in front of my car, Cherry was like, that looked like my baby daddy car. And I'm like, girl, it's all kind of Nissans, girl. All these dudes got Nissans. So she sat back. She's like, yeah. But that Nissan, he backed in next to that black Tahoe, right? And he cut the lights off. So now me and Cherry, we just being nosy. So we kiki ha ha. Now mind you, the whole time we sitting there, she's talking about her YN, and at the same time she's texting and calling her baby daddy because he was not responding. Y'all, Cherry baby daddy was not responding. It's like, you know how you be around somebody and they try to have two personalities. It's like she was trying to vibe, but at the same time, you can tell every little pause, she would go to her phone to text, or she would like try to call like real fast in between the sentences. So she had like two personalities this night, trying to be happy but also worried about her baby daddy. So when that Nissan backed in next to that Tahoe, we laughing, we laughing because we like, oh, they finna get, maybe they cheating, what y'all to think? So I'm like, oh, maybe they cheating. That car just that Tahoe was waiting, girl. She was waiting on her man or whatever. And we just putting little funny scenarios. We like, oh, he done pulled up. Maybe they finna just, do they thing in the car at the park. Somebody cheating, somebody cheating. Me and Cherry in the car, we just laughing. So they sat there for a minute. Nobody got out the car. So I was like, oh yeah, girl, they definitely cheating. Cherry, they cheating. They cheating. So some time go by, me and Cherry is on like our second drink now. We done blowed and everything. So the cars, they didn't crank up, they didn't do anything. They just was sitting there. The Tahoe cranks up and it drives to the end of the park, right? Like not too far, like the end of the parking lot. And Cherry made a comment. She was like, oh, they finna get ready to go to the hotel or something. Now, mind you, we made all of these scenarios up in our head because we just sitting at the park bored or whatever. So eventually, like a couple minutes later, the Nissan cranks up and it parks right next to the Tahoe on the end of the parking lot. So me and her, we sitting up in the seat now. We being nosy because we just like, ooh, what they up to? They cheating. They cheating. So I wanted to be a little nosy, y'all. So I cranked my car up, but I didn't put my headlights on, and I pulled like, I won't say close, maybe like 6 spots down from the two cars that moved, right? Because we wanted to be nosy. So the Tahoe popped the trunk. So we was like, ooh, we finna see what they doing. So the Tahoe popped the trunk, and this thick girl get out. She was chunky. She had a big butt, y'all. She had a big butt. So she get out. She goes to the back of her truck. She gets some bags or whatever. I don't know exactly what she got, but it was some type of bag. And she was in the back of the trunk for a little minute or whatever. So me and Cherry was like, ooh, they finna leave their cars there and they finna go to a room or something or go to each other's house to cheat or whatever. Like, so the thick girl with the big butt, she closed her trunk. She go back to her driver's side and she locked the car, right? So she goes to the Maxima. She gets in the passenger side. So me and Cherry, we like, ooh, they finna cheat. Like, what would y'all think? So we was like, ooh, they finna cheat. Whoever girlfriend or man this is, they is cheating. They parking their cars at the park to go cheat. So they actually drive out of the parking lot. Well, before they pulled off the Maxima, the Nissan, it was like 5 minutes before they pulled off. Once they pulled off, they exited. They went around the block, seemed like, and they came back to the car. Because we thought that was it. Because me and Cherry was like, oh, they finna go to the room. We hope that their wife or husband don't come to this park and see their car or whatever. So it's like maybe 3 minutes later that Maxima comes circling back around to the lot. And he backs in back by the Tahoe, right? So we being nosy. We like, oh, they came back. Like, what happened? Like, the play must be got messed up. The play got messed up. So me and Cherry is being nosy. We got our cups in our hand. We just like, oh, girl. Somebody finna get caught up tonight. We just in the car being nosy. Y'all, tell me why the thick girl must be hit the little on her car. Because you can see the lights flash to unlock it. And we seeing the Nissan door swing open. And he gets out and he go to the trunk where she was at the first time. And he's looking through the trunk. Now, while he's looking through the trunk, I'm still laughing. I'm still throwing scenarios out there. I was like, oh, he tall. He finna be in that thing. Like, I'm just talking crap, right? Cherry is quiet. So I was like, Cherry, girl, like, you see, they done busted you. They done came back. They done forgot they stuff, girl. They forgot their whip chains and shit. I'm just talking. I'm drunk. She's quiet. So Cherry is like looking, like she's squinting. She's looking over there. So she was like, girl, like, that look like my baby daddy. And when she said that, I was like, girl, like, you taking it too far. You are in love. It's complicated. Everybody look like your baby daddy to you. You said that look like his car. Like, everybody look like your baby daddy to you. So she's quiet. She's squinting. She was like, nah, that look like, I don't want to say his name. But she was like, that look like my baby daddy. She was like, go closer, go closer. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go closer. That's not your baby daddy. I was really certain that just, girl, like, come on now. She was like, that looked like my baby daddy, but she got quiet because she was really focused, like trying to get a good glimpse of him, like, we looking. He gets back in his car, and they sat there for a while. So Cherry was like, no, back in front of them, how you was, like how we was parked at the beginning. She was like, no, go back in front of them. So I played it off or whatever. I slow drove in front of the Tahoe. I backed up or whatever, cut my headlights off. You get a clear view. So she's squinting, she is looking. The car didn't pull off, right? So again, you see the little on the Tahoe, like the girl opened her car again. She just kept leaving shit. I don't know. So when it go that driver door open again. So the nigga walked out, and he go back to the trunk. He was in the back of the trunk for a minute again, and he was like standing in between the cars, y'all. Y'all, y'all, it was her baby daddy. It was her baby daddy. It was her baby daddy. I'm not lying. It was her baby daddy. So when I seen him, I was like, oh, you feel me? I was quiet because what you supposed to do in a situation like this? That ain't my baby daddy. So I was just like, oh. So she instantly, she was like, I knew this nigga was cheating. I knew this nigga was cheating. Now, I took control of the situation a little bit at that moment. So because I was already tipsy, y'all, and I didn't want no fighting and nothing like that. So I was like, Cherry, relax. Like, chill. Like, they ain't even pull off yet. Let's follow them, girl. Let's follow them. So she was like, no, I ain't hearing that. I knew this nigga was cheating on me. I told him I'm going to get my shit and I'm going to leave. She kept saying that, whatever. Now, the whole time she was saying this, I was thinking in my head, what about your YN? What about your little scammer that be taking us out to eat, taking us out to places? He is a scammer, girl. He be spending that money on us, and I ain't even his little boo thing. So I'm thinking all of this in my head. Like you seem so heartbroken right now, but we be hanging with your boo all the time, Cherry. What's going on, sister? So I'm trying to convince her. I'm like, Cherry, calm down. I'm like, calm down. Like, calm down. I thought y'all wasn't together. Let's follow them. Like, let's follow them and see where they go. She's not hearing it, y'all. She wasn't hearing it. She was like, nah, I knew he was cheating on me. I knew he was cheating on me. And every time she said that, I was like, well, you cheating on him. You cheating on him. But, I'm friends, so I ain't say that, y'all. But she was like, I knew he was cheating on me. I knew it. He was cheating on me. Tears just like building up in her eyes, ladies, that hurt or whatever. I don't know if she thought maybe she can cheat, but he couldn't cheat. I don't know. Toxic entanglement is what it was. So I'm convincing her. I'm like, let's follow them. So she's like, I want to get out. I want to go over there right now. Y'all, I don't know why, what strength this Cherry had to not get out and go bust him in his head. Because if that was me, I would have bust him in his head. It would have took the whole army to peel me off of him. God himself would have had to come down here and say, Yolanda, my child, stop. She didn't get out, y'all. She just sat there and she was like, I knew he would cheat on me. 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 Sorry. I'm so crazy. But no, that's all she kept doing. She didn't get out. She ain't pop no grape. So I'm like, sister, let's follow them, right? So we talking about it. When she figured out that was him, she went on a whole rant about how their life sucked. She got all these kids from him, just doing the whole spiel or whatever. So I can see the red headlights on the Nissan, meaning he finna put that thing in drive, right? So I'm like, Cherry, chill. They finna leave. So I'm thinking she's on board. I'm thinking we finna go follow them, maybe bust them at her house. Maybe he's finna sneak them. Why would they leave? Why would they pull up at the park, y'all, and leave the car there? Why? Like why would that girl leave her car at the park? I guess it's better than him leaving his car at the park because he stayed so close. So they driving out of the park, out of the parking lot of the park. I sit a little bit. I'm like, Cherry, chill. Like, we can't just like pull up behind him because he gonna know it's us or whatever. So she starting to cry. She was like, I know he cheating on me. I can't stand this nigga, whatever. I just can't. I just can't. He got my edges falling out. He got my booty itching. I just can't take it. So I'm like, Cherry, chill. So I wait till they get to like 2 lights down. Now mind you, it's a straight shot. I can still see the tail lights. So I exit out the parking lot now. And I'm driving slow, but I'm keeping my eye on the headlight because I'm thinking we finna go catch them at the motel, right? So they get like 4 lights down or whatever. And Cherry is turning red. She's crying, she's sweating, she mad, she heartbroken. Her baby daddy and the girl was stuck at this light. It was a long red light. So I eventually approached. Like, I make it close to behind them at the light. It maybe was like a car or two, but like separating us at the light. So I'm thinking this whole time that we just gonna follow them. We gonna bust them. We gonna find them at the hotel. Y'all, I put my foot on the brake, and Cherry hopped out the car. Playing ruin. She hopped out the car. So I'm like, excuse me, y'all. So I'm like, Cherry, get in the car, girl. Get in the car. She was like, bullseye. She was headed to his car. The light is still red. So she walks to the driver's side to where he was. And of course, y'all, I don't have to go word for word. Y'all understand probably what happened. She opened the car door. She's in his face. She's like, I know you was cheating on me, whatever. I know you was doing this to me. And you met up at the park. He was like, what you talking about? What you talking about? Why he saying what you talking about? I told y'all it was like 2 cars between us. They hunking. They like, He's like, what you talking about? The cars are still hunking. Eventually, they get around and they go on about their business. I pull up behind them to, fill that gap in. I'm flabbergasted. What am I supposed to do in this situation? I thought we were finna go follow them, yeah, and meet them at the hotel, yeah, and just bust them, do some cheaters type shit. You feel me? You ruined the plan, Cherry. So what am I supposed to do? I'm always in some stuff. I'm just sitting there flabbergasted, right? So she's arguing with him. The door is swung open. She's like, I know you was cheating on me. His words out of his mouth was, how you know I was at the park? Sir, that's the only thing you say? That's the first thing you say when your girlfriend or your baby mama or your whatever catch you cheating? That's the first thing you say. How you know my car was at the park? That's the first thing he said. You know how we knew your car was at the park? Because we always chill at the park, sir. Me and her always chill at the park and do what we want to do. And we saw your car pull at the park. Y'all heard the story. Y'all know how we found out. So they going at it. They going at it real heavy, y'all. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm so flabbergasted. I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting there because I didn't hop out immediately because she didn't throw no blows. He didn't throw no blows. So they going at a red light. Y'all, he pushed her out of the way. He closed the door and he tried to pull off. So when he pulled off to the next light, now mind you, when he pulled off, it wasn't fast. It was like a slow roll. He really did not care. He really didn't care. When he pulled off, Cherry runs back to the car. She's like, go, follow him. I follow him to the next light, y'all. He stopped at the red light. We at the next light. She hop out again. And now she goes to the driver door, but it was locked. So she runs back to she runs to the passenger door. It was locked. She runs back to the driver door where her baby daddy was. And the nigga didn't lock the door. You ain't learned from the last light that she just opened your car door and you didn't lock the door. So it was open again. So it was a repeat. You cheating on me, you cheating on me, you cheating on me. So he gets out of he put the car in park, he gets out. Now, mind you, the young lady he's with, she did not open the door. She didn't see a peep sound. I forgot she was even in the situation. She didn't make a sound or get out the car. The baby daddy gets out of the car. He walks over to me. Why he walks over to my car? I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just here. So they arguing in front of me. Cherry was like, you cheating on me. You always doing this to me. You been doing me wrong for years. I've been having your kids and I be at home and you just be cheating on me. Cherry, you lying. We were just with your YN last week at the action park. So they arguing, right? And I'm just sitting there. So she was like, "You always been doing me wrong. You always cheat on me. I see you be cheating on me in your phone. It be pictures. You be eating these girls and stuff like that." Cherry, we was Cherry, Cherry. You told me you sucked this man knockers. You feel what I'm saying? So they still arguing. So she's still going in on her baby daddy. She was like, "You've been doing this to me for years. Like, you've been hurting me. I thought you was gonna marry me. I thought you was gonna do all this stuff. I love you. I be treating you good. I be rubbing your feet and I be doing all this stuff for you. I don't know. I be talking to people, but I ain't never like had sex with nobody. I don't be doing nothing with nobody. I swear, I always been faithful to you. You been doing this to me for years." Cherry, Cherry, I remember when y'all was getting, you was busting him down in the car just last week when we went to that place. You remember? And y'all told me to go. Y'all told me to walk off for like 15 minutes. And when I came back, the car smelled like unsy and stuff like that. Cherry, you. So I'm sitting there. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And so he started looking at me. He was like, "And you always saying you with her? Y'all probably be up to no good. Y'all probably be riding around with these dudes and stuff. Who knows what y'all be up to?" He right. He right. So I'm just like, we don't be doing nothing. We be at the park. She be at my house. I don't know what you talking about. That's my friend, y'all. I don't care what you say. I'm a lie. So I'm like, we don't be doing nothing. Just trying to take up for my friend, y'all. It was ugly at the red light. And the whole time, that young lady with the big booty, she never got out the car. She never said nothing. Cherry never ran up to that passenger door again. It was just a whole lot of. Anyways, once I kept sitting there looking stupid, lying to this baby daddy of hers, and looking at her like, "Why are you lying, Cherry?" You know what I'm saying? It was a little awkward. I eventually closed my car door. I was finna pull off, because what am I supposed to do? I was only gonna pull off because if I put my car in drive, maybe she'll get her ass in the car. You already with your baby daddy. What am I supposed to do? We at the red light here. This is Miami. The popo will pull up. Y'all know me. I went to jail. I ain't trying to go back. I'm still fighting that case. Can we go, please? So I closed my door and I'm finna put my car in drive because I ain't got time for this. The plan was for us to go follow them to the hotel, but you want to hop out at the red light and you ruined the plan. So they still arguing. Child, the baby daddy looked at her. He walked away. He got in his car and he pulled off. He pulled off. Is she telling me to follow him? No. No, because that was the plan the first time and you ruined it. Now he knows we following him and it ain't going to be the same. So it's not gonna go the way you thought it was, Cherry. But y'all, that night was crazy. She was dishing out something she could not take. She was dishing out something she could not take. She was cheating heavy. She was cheating heavy with her little scamming YN. And I felt like I was part of the thought too. I felt like I was part of the relationship, child. I felt like, cause he was taking care of me too. You want to be honest? So it's like, shoot, I don't know what she expected out of that situation when she found out her baby daddy was cheating when she already knew he was cheating. Girl, and you gonna cut up like that? The plan was for us to follow the car, Cherry. If you're watching this, sister, the plan was for us to follow him, Cherry. It could have been a different outcome. It probably wouldn't have went good though if we would have met. If they would have been at the hotel, Cherry would have burnt that damn place down. Girl, she would have burnt that place down. But this is just a story time of my friend Cherry Child dishing out something she could not take, y'all. And isn't that so ironic? Sitting at the park, laughing at other cars, talking about somebody cheating, and it was her baby daddy. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Cause this little drink got me a little tipsy, and this little dog in here. Anybody wants a dog? Anybody wants a dog? I'm gonna start the auction off at 300. Nah, that's too cheap. She a little cute little dog. I'm gonna start the auction off at $2,000. I'm just playing. I like her. She's a sweet little dog. But anyway, I'm rambling because I'm tipsy. I'm rambling because I had a good time. If y'all love y'all girl, go ahead and make sure you like my video. Hype me up. That's what help me grow. Leave any comment down below and talk to me because that's how we do it over here. And y'all already know. Until next time, y'all. Peace.